Hello, all. Welcome to our latest edition of Big Game Players with myself, Super, and my co-host Banjo.
Hello, everyone. How are you, Super?
Very well, Banjo. How are you?
Yeah, all good, thanks.
A little bit disappointed with you tonight, actually. Looking at you.
Why?
Well, last week you come out firing Brazilian t-shirt. Virtually, with some maracas as well. And this week, no Spanish t-shirt, no
No,
no English t-shirt for the Lionesses.
no. See, yeah, closest thing I've got to Spanish is my Real Oviedo shirts, which is a team I like over there, but don't have a national one, and I don't have a Lionesses shirt. I could have pulled out an England shirt, but it's not, it's not the one they wore yesterday. But anyway, no, all good fun.
Okay. So Banjo,
Mm,
um, did you watch the game yesterday?
I did, I did. I
You've
watched this.
actually been very disparaging towards women's football throughout the tournament, so
Yeah, yeah, I have been,
rather
and
harshly.
yeah, I have to put my hand up. I have been rather harsh. I watched the semi-final as well, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. And yesterday, I was willing the girls to win, the Lionesses, um, and they did. Look, I'm going to be completely honest. There's moments where you do think, "Oh God, the quality is not there." Again, the penalties, but the penalty shootout, rather. But look, I love football, and it's a game of football, and I enjoyed it, and I wanted the Lionesses to win, and they did. So pleased for them.
Well, interesting. One of the girls I work with, she watched a couple of those the penalty shootout that against Sweden, I believe it was, and she said, "I was actually wondering whether some of those shots were going to get to the line."
but,
So that was her take.
but it's the
Um,
accuracy. It's the accuracy which I found strange. I mean, that's not anything to do with physicality of a girl or anything. It's the accuracy which wasn't really there. But no, look, England won, and that's great.
You talk about percentages, they weren't exactly finding the corners, were they?
No, no, not at all. One thing I want to touch on or ask a question. Has there ever been a player in international football who scored two winners in the final of two tournaments? Possibly, maybe in the Copa America. I'm not sure, but
Yeah.
I couldn't I couldn't think of that
You've,
ever happening in the
you're
Euros or the World Cup.
fully fledged converted man now, are you? And
What for the women's football?
for the women's game, that's your new thing now, is it?
No, I wouldn't go as far as that. Um, I, don't know, I think it's a great thing. Why not encourage as many people to play football, whether you're boys, girls, whatever? I think it's all a good thing. I'm an advocate for that. Actually, I've got no issue girls playing football. The only thing I felt like it was been a bit forced upon us, um, as opposed to being allowed to just get into it, and it's almost been a bit, um, yeah, like stuck down your throat a little bit. But the actual girls playing football and what I've got no issue with that at all. And look, good luck to them. Well done to Chloe Kelly as well. I mean, she's a
Bit harsh that
legend.
she didn't start, actually, wasn't it?
She had done. Well, I've only started following from the quarterfinals, and she didn't start any of those games. I don't
Lauren
know.
James was picked. She was,
Yeah, well, again, I cannot say I follow too much about of women's football, but by all accounts, what I hear and what I've been told is that Lauren James is actually a really, really special talent, one of the best players in the world on her day, or the best player in the world. This is what people say. I mean, apparently she finds the game easy. I heard someone say on Talksport. So I cannot say is it wrong that she was starting ahead of say Chloe Kelly or not. I'm not in a position to make that comment, but she clearly was carrying a knock, carrying an injury. But Chloe Kelly comes on and makes an impact again.
I think I read somewhere, well, I've seen two different stats, but one of the two must be correct. But apparently, England ladies led in knockout football for between 1 and 5 minutes.
Yeah, I read that as well. They were hardly ever in front throughout the whole tournament.
Yeah, fair play, fair play.
But
And you've got a new run up for your penalties now, have you?
what, the Karate Kid?
Well, the
What
Chloe
is it?
Kelly. Well,
Is
apparently the
it
most powerful shot taken, including the men's game.
who?
That penalty, Chloe Kelly struck at around 100 miles an hour, they claim.
Really? That's hard to believe. I mean,
That's what I've seen in
what? Yeah,
various
the
sources.
most powerful shot, what, in history?
Well,
What,
I don't know
taking a
in history,
penalty?
but certainly stronger than any, more powerful than any Premiership shots, apparently. Whether that was just penalties or not, I'm not sure. But 100 miles an
Come
hour,
on.
tell you what, if she's hitting penalties like that and scoring goals like that, get her in, get maybe Arsenal have got their number nine after all.
Yeah, could have
Wasted
done.
their money on Jokeres, who they did get over the line.
They
But
did.
yeah, look, not to gloss before we digress. Big well done to the ladies. Obviously,
Yeah,
it's a big
congratulations.
achievement. Back to back.
Yeah,
Serena, the manager. I mean, three
yeah.
Euros on the spin.
And the final
Um,
again, and a World Cup final as well. I mean, you can't knock that. She's done a great job.
get her in the men's team.
Yeah. Well,
Not,
yeah. Um,
not going to be any worse than Hodgson or Graham Taylor or some of the people we've seen previous.
yeah, there's been some really bad ones, but the McLaren as well. If you could throw them all in, but
McLaren, blimey.
but yeah, let's see what the men do next summer. I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah,
Jokeres briefly touched on it. Done.
done,
Arsenal. Yeah.
done. I think that's a good signing. Good signing for them. He scored bags of goals in Portugal. Okay, no doubt it won't be the same level of goals he'll be scoring over here in the Premier League because it's much more difficult, or you'd think. But if he was getting so many goals, even if it reduces by 50%, he's done well over here. So
Yeah.
I think it's a sensible signing, good signing. For me, it makes much more sense than signing Sesko for Arsenal. I know Cisco was their number one, but Gyökeres, I think, it just makes much more sense financially where they are at the moment. Arsenal, I think, they're not creating a new team, they're not creating a young team. They're pretty much a team as they are now, and it's now they are looking to go over the line, maybe in the Premier League or Champions League. No doubt they'll be hoping, but yeah, so
We can all live in hope.
yeah, exactly. But so I think they needed a ready-made striker. Sesko is raw, loads of potential, but very raw. His numbers ain't great. He's not played first team football for that long, so I think Guacares it makes much more sense. I think that what was it, £55 million?
Yeah.
Yeah, well that's much better than 80. That which I think
Or
was
around
being.
60, I think. But then there's add-ons, and you don't know these days with.
Yeah, you don't know. You can never get a definitive figure, but
Yeah.
I think match makes more sense. Arsenal got the right man for them, I think.
Okay. Sesko, you touched on him, so a
Yeah.
lot of interest.
Well, I think it's all
Got him
starting.
up.
Yeah, I think it kind of like involves your club. I think.
Do you still believe I'm dreaming? Because you've been saying that for a couple of weeks now. I've got a feeling that you're coming round to the idea that Isaac to Liverpool could well happen now.
I think it is going to happen now. I've succumbed. Well, it's not even succumbing. I didn't actually think. I thought you were you were like wishful thinking, really, especially after you got Katiki. But now it looks like it's going to happen. Looks like Isaac is going to go to Liverpool, and I think that's where the link comes with Sesko because I think Newcastle are now looking at him to be the man to come in to replace Isaac. So
Again, it's been reported that well, from a couple, I've seen in a couple of sources that they think Isaac is as good as agreed, and the deal is there and done. But
yeah,
they don't
well,
want, and Newcastle probably don't want to announce it too soon.
even what you think the fee's been agreed as well.
Probably, quite likely, I'd
I think
imagine. But
personal terms and
I
this and that with Isaac would have been agreed a while back
I think if
for him.
clubs start finding out. how much Newcastle have got from that deal,
and
that
then it
might
makes.
affect the prices they start asking for.
So do you think? So do you think Newcastle are going to bring someone in, such as Sesko, before Liverpool announce Isaac
Yeah, Sesko and probably Wissa as well. I think
and
Wissa's
Wissa?
linked there.
Yeah.
Wissa's also spoken about he
Well, there because
won't play for Brentford. I've seen
yeah.
behaviour and that
Well,
that
yeah. It makes sense because Callum Wilson also moved on from Newcastle, so there's they need to replace
yeah.
both strikers, but apparently reading um, seems to be quite credible that United have shown an interest in Sesko as well. So
Another one.
yeah, I'm not sure if he's the right man for
United seem to
United.
be showing a lot of interest in a lot of players.
Well, just rumours really.
Yeah,
The two they wanted, they bagged.
and if he wants to go and play seventh, eighth, wherever, 10th, wherever
Maybe,
he's going to land up,
possibly. Well, we'll have to
obviously.
wait and see, innit?
Got excited, no doubt, after your friendly win at the weekend.
Uh,
Quite boisterous over that, I saw.
Me, boisterous? No,
Well, yeah,
I wouldn't go as far as that. I was actually really pleased with the first half. It was actually the way we pressed, the way we were winning the ball back quickly, creating chances. Never got troubled at all at the other end. I thought it was quite impressive. But I have to say, West Ham looked poor. West Ham looked really, really poor.
West Ham looked poor. Yeah, going to be a interesting season there. I know a couple of West Ham fans, and they're a little worried by how this upcoming season is
Yeah,
going to pan out for them.
it was really bad. And I'll tell you something, Areola, the keeper, he had a shocker. He had a shocker. He was at fault for both goals. First one was a penalty, which um, don't know what it was doing, but he put Aidan Heaven down. And obviously Bruno scored the penalty. And the second one, he's bad pass from out from the back, which was cut out by Manu, gives it to Bruno and just chipped him. So
Yeah.
yeah, poor. So that's not very good.
Going back to the Newcastle, obviously they played Arsenal yesterday and in
Mm,
a pre-season friendly. Dowman, the young lad, yeah,
yeah.
15 years old,
Mm,
came on, made good run,
yeah. And got the
uh,
penalty.
won a penalty. Um, I've had enough of hearing about these young superstars. It's non-stop.
I get what you mean. And I do think they all get. There's many who get overhyped early.
Next big
And,
thing, next big thing, next big
yeah,
thing.
but
Everything is a next big thing.
yes, I get what you're saying. But I think with Dowman, we're talking about, by all accounts, the way he's been spoken about and where he is in his development. I think you're talking about a player like when Wayne Rooney was about at Everton, Michael Owen at Liverpool, Ryan Giggs at United. They were
Hey,
almost
merch banjo.
they were almost dead certs to be superstars.
Yeah, but for
Apparently,
every one of them, you've got seven that are spoken about that
I
don't do
don't
it.
not on that level. Like a Joe Cole, everyone was talking about him, and he went on to big things as well. I think Dowman is being spoken about in those terms.
Well,
He's
yeah,
been
I've heard
spoke.
the next Zidane. It's been about 20 players the next Zidane.
No, I haven't heard that. Well, people are clearly getting carried away
But
there.
back in the day, Shea Rue signed for Liverpool.
Yeah,
The next Zidane.
that was you.
It wasn't me.
It
It
was
was what
you.
the press were coming out and saying.
You thought
Um,
you thought you had the next Zidane.
Ravel Morrison, yeah, the big thing
Oh
on the
yeah, but
training pitch.
yeah,
But what
no,
about on the pitch?
no, he was great, but apparently his head went there. But no, but I think with
You've got
Dalman,
another one now, young lad. Let, and this
no,
is a
no,
problem. This is a problem. You hype these young kids up, you hype them up, they think they've cracked it, they get themselves a nice professional contract at 18. They've, they've had some nice incentives before 18. No doubt the parents have had some money, moved them up to wherever, and whether it's to Manchester or moved them into London and bought them a nice house and sort of, set them up from a young age, 14, 15. Um, and then, you know,
no, I get
they
what you're
start
saying.
earning money.
But then
Then you start paying them out 80, 90 grand a week. They don't know what to do with it. They think they've cracked it, and they go off the radar.
Yeah, no. There's been many cases of that, but this is where the mentality and the temperament comes in. Now, that also is important in making in becoming a top player. So if the kid has that along with his ability, then he will have a big future.
Not for me. Let them prove themselves. Let's
But it
talk
was the
about the
same.
next
But it
big
was the
thing.
same. I
And
remember when you were talking about Steven Gerrard coming through.
but that's just it. I didn't see Steven Gerrard 3 years before he got in the team. I saw Steven Gerrard do it a couple of times on the pitch, and I thought this guy can play. And it weren't no pre-season
Oh
nonsense.
no! Listen, before no. If you're going down that road, um, yeah, I totally agree. If we're judging the boy now that he's some kind of superstar now, no. He's only been playing pre-season. You wouldn't see him on the pitch in the Premier League
Yeah,
until we're talking about potential here. But until you see the boy on the pitch doing it in the Premier League, then it's not even a convo, is it really?
it's just too much banjo. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
It's getting a bit boring.
Is it because it's an Arsenal player? Let's be honest, that fan base get carried away. It's almost embarrassing. Is
Speaking of
that
fan
anything to do with it?
bases and embarrassing. So, been listening and hearing some Tottenham fans getting disgruntled over the last week or two. And I don't get that club. I don't get it. What do they expect? What's their expectation? They say, I want to spend, I want this. For what? What what do you think you're going to
Well,
spend and achieve? Do you think Spurs are going to win the league?
no, it's impossible.
So
Fuck
what does
you.
that fan base actually want? I'm at a loss.
I think they've got a little bit carried away with the Europa League win, and they actually think they're amongst the big boys now in the Premier League. I'm talking on the pitch. They're way off. Let's not mess about here. They are way off. Maybe they think it's a strike, strike with the iron whilst it's hot. Maybe they think they're you know by winning the Europa League, getting themselves back in the Champions League, they're in a good position to go for some big players and get them wrapped up and improve their team. Is that what it is? I'm assuming it's that. There's no way those players, I mean those fans, actually believe they should be signing players and then go for the title because that's
I'm
impossible.
not.
You don't go
Yeah.
from 17th to, you don't even go from 17th to top four. They'll do well to finish in the top six.
Well, that's what I've been telling them. I think if they finished seventh or eighth, top 7 or 8 this season, done a good job. And by the way, I think Frank's an upgrade on Ange,
Yeah,
who at times I've said
I
my
would have
piece on
thought.
before.
I would have thought they might have done more business because it's a new manager and he might have wanted two or three players to fit in.
Speaking, so, so timely on to Morgan Gibbs White, right? 2 weeks ago,
Sounds
thought
like
I
he
had
had.
it done.
Sounds like you had an offer he can't refuse.
And then what was that? What was that? Like he
It's a
signed a
U-turn.
new deal, flashes up, Sky Sports, signs a new deal, and then what was that interview about?
Well, it reminded me of when I was a kid and I was watching on TV, the ITV 10 o'clock news, when hostages were talking from Iraq and saying they're being treated
I
lovely,
mean,
treated really well, but it felt a bit awkward like that,
he
you
was
know.
standing next to him.
Yeah, and it was
The
thanking them.
chairman, not even the manager, the chairman was
Yeah,
standing next to
yeah,
him,
yeah,
and
and
he's saying about how wonderful the chairman is.
yeah,
And what,
and
what was going on there?
I told you, it sounded like a host. It felt, like one of those hostage videos. You know, I'm being treated amazingly over here. It's good. They're feeding me. Everyone's been lovely.
An extension by a year, if I'm not
Yeah, what
mistaken.
does that mean? I think it's just. I think that. I don't know. What's that?
I mean, he's a good player, right?
Yeah, good player. I like him very much. So everything went through him with Forest yesterday, last season. Sorry.
Very good on the ball, can
Yeah,
carry
yeah.
the ball.
Decisive player, carries the ball. Um, assists, gets the goals. No, fantastic player, especially the way Forest play as well with the counter. But I don't know what's that about. What's the benefit of that 1 year contract, 1 year deal?
The only thing I can think of is if there was a release clause to get rid of the release
They've put
clause,
it, yeah,
to put it up, make it more
yeah.
money, or but I wouldn't have.
Or does it, or will
From what I
get rid
saw
of
there,
the.
Banjo, I wouldn't have wanted to be him rejecting to sign that contract.
What you implying?
Nothing. I'm just saying I wouldn't have wanted to be. I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have wanted to be him saying no to that contract. So no, we're going to move on before we get in any trouble there. Big, big, big. Luis Diaz. I want to
Yeah.
touch on that. Like, I'm,
How do you feel
I'm
about that?
I'm a bit gutted if I'm honest with you.
It's a good player.
Very good player, very lively. I think he's the best attacking left-sided player in the league, or was. He's left the league. But, yeah, a bit. I'm not sure about that because for all the business we've done, there's still a bit of imbalance at Liverpool, and people think I'm being a bit crazy because they're saying, "But for all these years you've wanted to spend, you're spending." But what worries me now is we seem just a bit imbalanced, bit light on that left-hand side now. If Cody Gakpo gets injured, and I think Diaz is better than Gakpo anyway, but Gakpo's a
Of
good
course he
player,
is.
but
Of course he is.
he's just not Luis Diaz. It's just
No, no.
he can't
But
run at defenders. He doesn't scare defenders as much.
can a
Um,
Katiki play off the left?
and,
Apparently he
and
can.
well, yeah, but for me, when you get a forward playing left wing, he's not going to be running back. I can't see it. Don't see how you
Yeah,
play
but
from centre striker and then you do that running back role and what have you not. So
Liverpool quite measured in what they, in building their squads building their squad over the last few years. They did it quite sensibly, and it wouldn't have just this wouldn't have been done willy nilly. Slot must understand or know what he's doing. The recruitment team behind him
but
as well. Maybe the plans are Ikatiki is
look,
going to be playing off the left. Maybe that's what they want.
light in defence, light in defence. Kwanzaa's been let go. Joe Gomez, blimey, I don't even know what still doing at the club. He's just, yeah, always injured. Must be good friends with a physio or something. I don't know, but
What's the cover you got for the two centre halves for Van Dijk and Konate?
I think it's Gravenberch, Endo,
So a midfielder.
Robertson.
Robertson can't play centre back.
The don't be
So what's
surprised.
this? So what's
Well,
going on then? Wait a minute. You've bought Wirtz, Ikatiki, Isaac is incoming. It
yeah,
seems.
Frimpong and Kirkes.
Frimpong on the right. Kirkes is a
But
left back.
Frimpong again, he's a bit like Trent. He's not gonna be a fantastic defensive right back. You've got Bradley there.
Yeah, listen, you're
Yeah,
covered there.
yeah,
You're right there. I think each will be playing for games which it suits. So
yeah,
if obviously if you're playing teams who are going to sit back and low block and this and that, Frimpong probably be your man. And
yeah,
obviously in the bigger
exactly
games,
that.
yeah. But the centre back position, it's quite surprising. Quite
Well,
surprising you haven't
Mark
gone in.
Way, he's been linked. We'll see what happens there. But
But
yeah,
that's for next season, I think, isn't it?
well, it depends what
You
happens.
can't. What? You're going to go and buy another centre back?
Well, we need
Well,
to. We've sold the centre back. Why wouldn't we buy another one? What are you
how many
implying?
players you buyed? How many? Sorry, how many players have you bought?
Well, we just said four.
How many more do you need? Bloody hell!
Well, and the keeper who we signed last summer for this summer.
Yeah, he's coming in it. Yeah, all right. Listen, you might bring someone in.
Well, something needs to happen. Right.
Yes.
Viva la España.
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
Right. How
Listen, this is
how
this
did
is
you
a.
find this? Because me doing this,
I'm
do
gonna
you
be
know what? I
honest with
thought
you.
I'd be more buzzed up.
Yeah, it didn't excite me either.
It wasn't,
I'm gonna tell you
but
what it is with me.
for how
Bef-
good they were in those few years,
but that's it.
I just thought it would have thrown up a bit more.
No, there's some great names there, but the thing is, um, for me, the thing with Spain before those, those great years, as we're saying. What was it, 2008 up until 2012?
Yeah.
Um, as a nation, they've not done a lot before that. They've not done a lot before that. They've not had many great players either before that period. I was going back, I was trying to think as a kid. Obviously, we're talking in our lifetime, and I've
Well,
come up with a few.
as a kid,
Buttergrano,
Butragueno was a fantastic player.
Micho, I liked.
Actually, Micho, yeah, very good centre mid.
Yeah. Um,
The
yeah.
keeper, Zubizarreta, was a
Yeah, the
decent
keepers,
keeper.
Ibizarreta. But listen, come
And
on.
and and was it the Beast from the Easters?
Yeah,
Or the Beast?
Nadal. I've got him written down as well. Nadal, the beast of Barcelona, or whatever he was. Or
Beast of Barcelona.
Nadal, yeah. But after that,
And is it his son or his nephew, the tennis player?
that's his nephew, which is
Nephew,
weird
okay.
because Rafa Nadal's a Madrid fan.
He is?
Yeah, so
He is?
that's a bit weird.
Right,
Um,
let's go. Before we
yeah,
do
well,
that then.
okay, right,
Number
right.
three.
Oh, number three. Number three was probably the difficult one for me. I was trying to pick players. I was going through that. I was going through that great side, if I'm honest. And then I thought I'm going to pick a player. Like I think I've gone down the route of what you did, up there with the best in the world, or maybe in his position. Um, I've gone with Ramos.
Okay.
I've gone with Ramos. I mean, how many Champions Leagues did he win? 4, 5. It was in the great. He was in the great Spanish team, World Cup winner, Euro winner. Yeah, I've gone with him. I think that was a solid. I mean, there was others I thought of. I'm going to quickly find names like who I've not
Well,
put
let's
in
do
there.
that after. Let's do that
Okay, all
after.
right, okay, all right, okay, all right,
Let's
okay.
do who came. Let's come back.
I've
So
gone with Ramos. I've
don't
gone with
spoil it. I
Ramos.
don't want you dipping into my list here, Banjo.
All right.
You
Well,
know,
no doubt your list is going to be a player from 1962 or something. If we,
no,
because you're a
no,
bit of a cheat like that, isn't it?
look, we know the three. The
Well, you're
three.
going to pick Di Stefano or something. I know he's Argentinian,
Well,
but
I'm surprised you didn't look at Pepe
he played for
Reina, but
Spain.
okay. Um,
Well, what's the other one? The one who played for Liverpool?
well, you got a few there, haven't you? You got Alonso, you got
No,
Torres,
not Alonso. The Garcia.
oh, Garcia, Arbeloa,
Oh, great!
few of
Yeah,
them there. Wasn't
yeah.
me.
Mm.
Um, Someone who does their research would have known some of these players, but okay. Number three.
Go on
Um,
then.
Coming in with no, I'm actually torn because I'm looking at my list. I haven't actually written a three next to anyone, but I'm going to have to just take the plunge and pick one.
You could go with the same as me if you really believe
I'm
it.
going to pick as my number three, Xavi Alonso.
Oh, well, shock. No, he was a listen. I'm not going to do that. He was a great player for Real Madrid as
I
well.
think
Yeah.
a player who was instrumental, 2008, not as much, 10 and 12, instrumental in those Spanish wins.
Well, 2008
Did it for Liverpool,
was
did it for
someone else playing
Madrid,
ahead of him.
did it for Bayern Munich. Fantastic coach so far.
What's that got
Um,
to do with
I'm just saying, you're a smart player,
it?
you're a smart player, right? But Xavi Alonso, for me, if you want a player who's going to dictate a game and pick the pace of a game, um, he's there. Although, like I said, number three, I could have picked 10 players and said they're all number three.
Fair enough. Okay.
Number two,
Number two. Well, this
I
is what
think
was.
I think
This is
whoever's not number two is going to be number one here. But
yeah. This is exactly what I was going to say. I was trying to decide number two and number one, which way round. If you asked me maybe 10 years ago, or maybe a bit more. Sorry, maybe more. Maybe 10 to 15 years ago, I probably would have.
I'm asking you
This
now, actually.
I probably would have picked this one number one. But anyway, I've gone with him number two, Xavi.
Okay.
Brilliant player, so comfortable, made the game look easy. Instrumental in that tiki taka for Barcelona. You couldn't get the ball off him. Talking about dictating the tempo of the game, that was him. He was a maestro in there, and yeah, he's my brilliant for Spain, brilliant for Barca. He's my number two.
One of the
Could
best
easily have been number
midfielders.
one.
One of the best midfielders to have played the game.
Yes, yes, yeah.
in that Pirlo sort of ilk, better for me.
Better than Pirlo, but different player, a different type of player. I think um, I'd rather have Xavi in my team for sure, but different type of player for Pirlo.
Again, coin flip for me, like you said with those two. And actually, when I was doing my research, and I do my research mainly, I like to look because I don't want to miss anyone out. That sometimes when you're doing that, you think, oh, I forgot about him and I forgot about them. But yeah, and it's interesting the two players, which I'm sure yours is the other of the two. But they say it's like trying to pick between your mum and your dad. Who your favourite is. I saw that, and I myself have gone with Iniesta as number two.
Okay.
Um, both super players. I mean, come on, so
I I I chose
do
him
not
in it.
spoil the secret. Xavi wasn't my number one.
Yeah, of course. I
But
why did you just to I know it's difficult, um, and it's a coin toss as you said, but why did you go? What was your reason for actually doing it that way around?
I'm just thinking if Liverpool tomorrow were going to get a player to come and play in that midfield,
Okay, yeah,
and if I had to pick one of the two, um, Iniesta obviously great ball carrier, probably better in the last third of a pitch.
that's what I was going to say.
With
He's a match winner as well, wasn't he?
yeah, I mean he scored the winner as well in the final, didn't he?
Yeah,
Iniesta, but
he was a match winner, and I remember him getting big goals for Barca as well. I think the one against
but
Chelsea as well, that in the
but
semi
Xavi
final.
just it all went through him. It ticked all
It
it
did.
it
It
ticked
did.
through him.
It did. Xavi was the maestro. Iniesta was almost like the cherry on the cake,
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
and
Um,
go on. Let's reel off some other names. Who
right,
else?
right.
Yeah,
So, like I said, Brittagay and Michel from that era. Talking about in the 90s, Luis Enrique, the manager of PSG at the moment.
good
I
player.
liked him as a player. He was a good player. I remember him at Real Madrid even before he went Barca. Guardiola, um, Sergi, the left back.
Yeah,
So I remember those players from that era. Guti, Raul,
yeah, very
know,
good player. Very.
very very good player, and he's a bit unlucky, just missed out on that great team.
Yeah,
Um, and obviously in that fantastic era was Busquets, Puyol, um, David Villa. Um,
David Villa was actually well. Let's go. Busquets,
yeah,
very understated, wasn't he?
he was brilliant. He's one of the greats as well. Let's not beat around the bush. Brilliant player.
Puyol was fantastic. And that's what I mean. You pick Ramos there, but it could have been Puyo. PK could have probably
PK
come.
in there as well. Yeah,
Piero was a decent centre back, not quite as good as the
Piero.
other
Yeah.
three there.
Um,
Um,
do you know
David
another?
Villa, I loved. David
David
Villa,
Villa
I
was a brilliant
absolutely
player.
loved. What a player he was.
I think he went to America a bit too soon, don't you think?
Yeah, but you know,
But he done enough. He was a great player. Do you know who else was a good player for Spain? Pedro.
Pedro,
And I'm going to tell you another one,
good
which
player.
I don't know if you thought of him, but he was integral in 2008. Marcos Senna.
Okay,
He was
centre
good.
mid, Villarreal.
Yeah. Yes. Very good player. Very very good player. I liked him. And yeah, like I said to you, like I think you're like me. There's not as many names as you would have thought.
A couple that I thought deserve a mention. Following on
Casillas,
from yours, Casillas is on there.
he was close to being third actually.
Raul,
Yeah,
Raul, obviously very good forward, very fantastic player, really good
brilliant,
player.
brilliant player.
I think it's unfair not to mention Fabregas.
Yes, of course,
Good
Fabregas.
player.
Torres.
David Silva.
Yes. Oh gosh. Yes, David Silva, fantastic, brilliant player.
You want a player to make things tick, obviously,
Yeah.
for Man City as well,
Hmm.
one of their players. And I thought it'd be unfair not to mention Jordi Alba as well, actually. So
Yeah,
Jordi Alba, and I think an unlucky keeper at the time, who I really liked actually, was Victor Valdez. I know
yeah,
he
he
had
was good.
Casillas ahead of him, but
He was
um,
good. He was great at Barca. But I'm surprised you haven't mentioned Fernando Torres.
well, Torres, I mentioned him earlier, and
How did you?
do you know what?
Guti,
All jokes aside, for those first 2 years when he came to the Premiership,
it was phenomenal. But
he was unplayable at times.
I still think it's a mystery how it turned out. I mean, he went on this barren run for Liverpool, and he went to Chelsea, and it just continued. Just it was almost like overnight.
Well, I think the Liverpool thing, he was injured for a bit. Then I think they've Chelsea have come in with some £50 million offer Liverpool.
Yeah, but
I heard
he's
Liverpool just threw a number out there. Carragher says that maybe they felt Torres had seen his better days.
yeah,
But look, he was still a very good forward, really good player, very
yeah,
quick. But gave a couple of your boys nightmares for years after. Vidic just probably still
yeah.
doesn't sleep very well.
No,
Um,
he's sleeping all right with his Champions Leagues and
Rio
Premier Leagues. Don't worry about that.
Rio wasn't skinned any less, but okay.
Don't
By
you worry about
him.
those boys.
But,
They're quite content.
but no European honours for either of them. But yeah, that's conversation for another day, obviously.
What for
Um,
England?
well, for England or Serbia, but yeah. But I think Torres has got his medals there and some Champions League as well. Chelsea, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah. Um,
Yeah, I didn't really enjoy that one. Spain.
Spain, good players. Do you know what? One of the best international teams as a unit collectively,
Yeah, I agree. But it was
fantastic
almost
unit. And actually, I think if you've got the best international teams of our lifetime in a kind of best of the best competition, that there won't be many beating them that easily.
I think in our lifetime the best international teams would would have to be that Spanish team, the French team, and possibly the German team in 1990. Um, they're the three.
Oh, we haven't covered Germany, have we?
No, the one I don't want to cover. I
Is
really
that
don't want to cover it
is that
because
going to cover the Germans?
no, I want to do the Germans, and they'll have a lot more greater players, I think, than that list as in terms of names. The
Yeah.
amount. I don't want to do Argentina. Can't be bothered for it. Such an old debate.
What do you mean?
Well, who's number one?
No, that'll be a good debate.
Yeah, just had it too many times, I think.
Well,
But anyway,
well,
let's
why
go
don't we?
Germany.
We'll take it on next week.
No, we go Germany.
Yeah, we'll do Germany, but next week we'll do a quick little 1 minute each on fighting our corner because you're
Okay.
going to go Diego, no doubt. I'm going to go Messi.
Yeah.
We'll do a minute each, and then we'll let the viewers. We'll do a
Decide.
poll,
Okay.
on a
Yeah.
poll on our socials and on and then we'll see. We will soon see what
Yeah.
people really think. But Germany next week,
Okay. Germany next week. Let's do it.
quite an easy one. I think this one.
They've had some great players.
Be surprised if Didi Haman's not in the mix, but
Oh gosh. Bloody hell.
no.
Nah, not for me, mate.
Okay. Well, let's see. Let's see who you come up with for next week. Banjo,
Okay.
thanks for your time this week. And
You
by the
too, Skipper.
way,
Yeah.
Banjo, well done. I think this is episode number 10.
Really?
So
Wow. That's
some going.
yes, I'm going with I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it.
Good. Good.
Here's to the
Next
next
week,
10.
let's look at what some of the comments might be and let's
Yeah.
address them at the beginning of the show.
Yes. Okay.
And
And
obviously we're getting near to that season now, right? It's
yeah, yeah. It's when
two
it's
and a
gonna
bit
get
weeks, 2.5 weeks.
yeah. It's when it's gonna
Um,
heat up a little bit.
for the curtain raiser,
Yeah.
and we'll see what
Well,
happens.
transfers, let's be honest, the transfers there should be some there should be a lot more for us to talk about over the next
Yeah.
couple of weeks, surely. So
Well,
let's have a look.
they're happening drips and drabs and
Yeah.
getting there. But thank you, Banjo. Thank you.
Thanks.
And
Thanks, Super. Thank you.
We'll speak next week.
We will indeed.
Have a great week. Take
You too.
care.
Thank you. Take care, mate.